What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now this video is what I like to call Assignment 101. So if you're looking to buy an assignment, or maybe you don't even know what an assignment is, I'm going to cover everything you need to know, why you can get such a good deal on assignments, and just stuff to consider before you get into one. As always, before we get into the value, if you're liking the real estate content, go ahead, throw me a like and subscribe to my channel, and let's get into it. All right, so first of all, what is an assignment? An assignment usually refers to a pre-construction, either home or condo sale. The main difference being that it has already been bought by someone off of the developer. That someone is now looking to sell the agreement that they have in line with the developer to someone else. The person who buys the assignment will slide in their place, have to fulfill all the contractual obligations that the original purchaser would have had to do, and they basically just take over the agreement. So for the purpose of this video, the person selling the assignment is known as the assignor, and the person buying the assignment is known as the assignee. So I like to consider assignments the holy grail of house flipping. The assignor is going to be flipping a piece of paper potentially worth hundreds of thousands of dollars and having never owned the property. One of the best parts of assignments is that it actually potentially opens the door for one of the best win-win situations in real estate, in the fact that the seller or the assignor has a potential to flip a piece of paper for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and any potential buyer can actually get a great deal on an assignment relative to market value. The buyer could potentially get a really good deal on an assignment because some of these assignments require large amounts of capital to acquire, and because you need such a large amount of capital, the buyer pool shrinks and the amount of people who can afford that assignment is smaller. So less demand obviously equals a lower price, and it sets itself up for one of the perfect win-wins in real estate. So what does one of these assignment deals look like? Let's say back in 2017 you bought a pre-construction condo for $350,000, which was the rate back then. Now that same condo is worth on the market $550,000. The buyer of the assignment would be responsible for paying any deposits that were paid to the developer, which is usually about 20%. So 20% of $350,000, which works out to roughly $70,000. Plus, the buyer is also responsible for paying any profit in market value. This condo went from $350,000 up to $550,000 with a profit margin of $200,000, which means if you want to buy this assignment, you need about $270,000 upfront liquid cash to lock it down. By the way, this is actually a real life example of an assignment deal I did about a month ago. And I know what you're saying. Well, that's great, Dimitri. Who's got $270,000 liquid cash to lock this thing down? And you would be surprised, there actually are people out there. But if you don't, that is okay, because like I said, because it requires so much capital to lock these things down, the buyer pool gets very small and you can go in and negotiate very hard. So it is not unheard of for you to get a $50,000 discount relative to market value on that assignment, depending on the price point. So now you're thinking, okay, Dimitri, great. We went from $270,000 to $220,000. I still can't afford that, but don't worry, you're not out of the running quite yet. If we find an assignment that is only a month or so away from being completed, there is potential to negotiate the deposit structure. Everything in an assignment sale is negotiable, and if you find the right seller with the right project, you may be able to structure it in a way where you say, hey, I'll give you $100,000 right now, and in 2 months when this condo is finished and completed, I'm going to go to the bank, take out a mortgage, and I can pay you the profits through that. So there is still hope. You just have to do some hunting, and these deals happen all the time. Other things to note, like I said at the start of the video, as the assignee buying an assignment, you are going to slide into the assigner's place and have to fulfill all the contractual obligations that they would have had to fulfill. On a pre-construction condo, that includes development levies, potentially some HST, depending on how you decide to use the property, and of course, land transfer tax. What I suggest to all my clients, whether they are buying a pre-construction condo from the developer or an assignment, have a specialized pre-construction lawyer look over your agreement. They will be able to tell you all your closing costs to the penny so that there is no surprises on closing day. And I cannot stress this enough. The amount of people I have run into who have bought pre-construction off of the developers without having a lawyer look over it. This is why you need representation. This is why you need to go in there educated, because they will sell you the condo and leave out potentially $50,000 worth of closing costs that you didn't know about. So please get your stuff checked out by a lawyer. And obviously this topic goes very, very deep. Like I said, everything's negotiable. Every property is specific to the seller, the situation, and the developer. So for the sake of not making this a 9-hour video, we're gonna leave it there. That's gonna give you the gist of it on how these things work and if it's potentially right for you. If you are looking for assignment opportunities, I actually have a couple assignment listings right now that have sellers that are looking to liquidate the property before closing. So please, leave a comment below or hit me up in my email, which is in the description. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.